This is Real News Media TV, coverage you can trust. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates. Man in custody over attempted theft of fiber optic cables in St. Andrew. A man has been arrested in relation to the attempted theft of fiber optic cables along Chesterfield Drive in St. Andrew early this morning. Two of his cronies are on the run. The police report that about 3 a.m., a team was on patrol in the area when a white Nissan station wagon was seen parked along the roadway. It was reported that the car was parked over a manhole and that a chain was tied to the vehicle and to fiber optic cables in the manhole. On the approach of the police team, two men ran, leaving footwear and gloves behind. The third man was held. The police theorized that the incident is part of an ongoing theft of fiber optic cables, fuel, batteries, generators, and copper wires from cell sites and other equipment. Omicron BA.2 variant confirmed in Jamaica. The Ministry of Health and Wellness is reporting that the highly transmissible Omicron BA.2 variant has been detected in Jamaica. The ministry says 89 samples collected between January 1 to March 4 were submitted for gene sequencing, with the result showing 98.9% were Omicron variant and 1.1% Delta variant. Of the Omicron samples, 2 of 88, or 2.3%, were BA.2 variant, and 97.7% were BA.1 variant. Chief Medical Officer Dr. Jacqueline Besisa McKenzie cautioned that the BA.2 variant, according to the World Health Organization, is the dominant variant globally, and the type of illness associated with this variant is similar to the BA.1 variant. The variant is highly transmissible, and as a result, there may be an increase in the number of COVID-19 cases, she noted. While the majority of cases appear to be mild, persons with comorbidities are at risk for severe illness, and the persons who have milder symptoms and no symptoms may be at risk for developing long COVID. The public is therefore encouraged to practice infection prevention and control measures, including wearing of masks, hand washing, physical distancing, and staying home if you are sick, said Besisa McKenzie. The Health Ministry is reminding the public that vaccines are widely available and protect against severe illness. Child shot in Hanover attack dies in hospital. The child, who was among 3 people shot in Cascade, Hanover last night, has succumbed. An adult died last night. The child was being treated at the Commonwealth Regional Hospital for gunshot injuries. The victims were at their gate when a car reportedly drove up. A group of men got out and started firing, injuring the child and 2 others. The injured victims were rushed to the Noel Holmes Hospital in Lucy, where 1 person was pronounced dead and the others admitted in serious condition. The child was later transferred. The police theorized that the shooting was a reprisal for a similar incident in the area in March, where a man was shot and injured and has since been hospitalized. Wednesday's shooting occurred near a hangout spot where the alleged shooter in the March incident is known to frequent. However, that person had reportedly already left the area when the gunmen arrived. Turbidity affecting NWC operations in St. James and Trelawney. The National Water Commission is reporting that it has suspended water distribution from one system in St. James and another system in Trelawney as a result of high turbidity. The affected NWC systems are the Queen of Spain 1 and 3 wells and the Cambridge treatment plant. The wells serve the communities of Wakefield, Deeside, Bunkers Hill, Friendship, Unity, Drumilly, Bounty Hall, Hammersmith, New Cargen, Hampden, and Green Park. And the Cambridge plant serves Cambridge, Bakersteth, Seven Rivers, Richmond Hill, Shortwood, Duckets, Greenwich, Betheltown, and Argyle Mountain. The NWC says it will restart the systems as soon as the turbidity subsides. Johnson Smith formally launches candidature for Commonwealth Secretary General. Minister of Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade Kamina Johnson-Smith today formally launched Jamaica's candidature for Secretary General of the Commonwealth in London, United Kingdom. I have been provided with the opportunity to engage with members of the Board of Governors to listen to their views and interest and to solicit support from stakeholders, she said in a statement. It has been a true privilege to share my vision and my pledge, if appointed, to lead the Secretariat in re-energizing the delivery of meaningful support to all our Commonwealth member states, Johnson Smith continued. Following the conclusion of her activities in London on Friday, Johnson Smith heads to New York to participate in the UN Economic and Social Council Forum on Financing for Development follow-up, where she will deliver Jamaica's national statement and also use the opportunity to lobby for the candidature. As a national and a representative of a small state, I am truly inspired by the unique relationship that characterizes our Commonwealth. The Commonwealth Charter provides a strong framework for providing peace and prosperity, as well as modalities for cooperation among our member states, fostering friendship, fraternal dialogue, and mutual respect. A decision on the appointment of Secretary General is to be made during the Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting in Kigali, Rwanda from June 20 to 25. Charges reduced against Mushat High student, teen to reappear in court on Friday. A schoolgirl accused of stabbing another during a fight had the charge against her reduced when she appeared in the family court recently. The Mushat High student, who was charged with wounding with intent, is now charged with unlawful wounding. Her case is set for mention on Friday. The teen was charged after the injured girl was stabbed in the face and arm during the fight. Several videos of the fight, the injuries, and even the detention of the alleged stabber by the police were posted on social media. Both girls were suspended from school for 2 weeks after the incident. They have since returned to classes. One video footage shows the two girls throwing punches and kicks. Some students looked on excitedly, cursing indecent language and cheering, while others tried to part the fight. When they finally parted, one of the girls had blood on her school clothes from several stabs she received from what seemed to be a pen. Another video showed the girl with the bleeding stab wounds standing alone as some students led her away, apparently to get treatment. In another video, the student accused of doing the stabbing is being taken away from a bus by the police, while in a picture the student who was injured showed her sewed-up wounds. Alleged getaway driver charged with Malvern double murder. Police have charged St. Elizabeth farmer in connection with last week's double murder in Malvern, a morning of terror in the usually quite deep rural area. Charged is the 37-year-old Carlos Beckford of Brompton District in St. Elizabeth, who was allegedly the driver of a vehicle transporting gunmen in the incident. Michael James, 39, otherwise called Custos, a resident and a mason of Smithfield District in Malvern, and the 51-year-old Courtney Smith, otherwise called Patrick, a farmer and resident of Smoothland near Santa Cruz, were killed following a series of incidents on April 13. A report from the police's corporate communications unit stated that about 4 a.m., the gunmen robbed a bar and sexually assaulted a woman in Hampton, which neighbors Malvern. A subsequent report from the police said $2 million in cash was stolen from the bar. The police said James was among a group of people in a search party who was in pursuit of the gunman when he was shot dead. According to the police, shortly after, Smith was on his way to his farm when he was robbed and shot dead by gunmen. The police said the driver of the vehicle which was transporting the gunmen was apprehended with the assistance of residents. Residents of Malvern on Wednesday expressed their shock and anger following the morning of terror in their community. The police said Beckford gave a caution statement admitting to transporting the gunmen to the location. Beckford reportedly said he was in the process of transporting the gunmen away but had to let them out due to the roadblocks that were mounted by the police and the residents. He was also interviewed in the presence of his attorney, after which he was charged. The cell phone that belonged to Smith was found in the vehicle that Beckford was driving. In addition to the murders, Beckford was charged for shooting with intent, robbery with aggravation, illegal possession of firearm, illegal possession of ammunition, and conspiracy. The police said 3 poker boxes and an assortment of top-shelf liquors were among the items stolen during the robbery. The poker boxes were found in bushes. Beckford is to appear in the St. Elizabeth Parish Court on Wednesday, April 27, 2022. Report to corrupt JPs. The Ministry of Justice has once again condemned the deviant actions of corrupt justices of the peace who, according to the ministry, seek to tarnish the reputation of the office of the JP. In a statement on Thursday, the ministry urged Jamaicans to discontinue the practice of paying JPs for their services and encourage them to instead report them to the office of the customs in their parish or call the ministry at 888-587-8423. The ministry's statement followed the public complaints published in a newspaper article over the weekend, noting 14 JPs have been decommissioned since 2010 because of misconduct. The ministry said work continues to expel those who habitually breach the JP Code of Conduct. In the meantime, the ministry continues to work alongside the custodies to encourage JPs to exercise their duties with the integrity benefiting the office. It said it has also been promoting the establishment of JP parish associations that will aid with the oversight and monitoring of JPs. According to the ministry, individuals undergo extensive training at the Justice Training Institute before being commissioned as JPs. At the JTI, they are instructed on their responsibilities as well as the standard of conduct to be exhibited by a functionary of the office. Particular emphasis is placed on the fact that the service is voluntary and as such should be free to the public. In addition to this initial training, the ministry engages the JPs in regular sensitization sessions where they are reminded of how they should behave as dictated by the JP Act 2018 and other relevant laws, the ministry said. Furthermore, the ministry noted that following the passage of the JP Act, JPs are no longer restricted to serving solely in their respective parishes, but can now execute their duties island-wide. A full list of JPs across Jamaica is accessible via the ministry's website, moj.gov.jm, or can be requested via email at customer.service@moj.gov.jm or by contacting the office of the customs in each parish. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates.